What am I doing, right? What class are you going to attend now? Today? You all know or not? What class you are attending?
HDB.
HDB, you know what is my segment or not? Anybody know what's my segment? What am I going to cover?
HDB restructuring.
Wow. So meaning what? HDB restructuring mean what? What are you doing for HDB restructuring?
Upgrading.
Upgrading from what? HDB to what?
Private.
To private. Is this something that you all want to learn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, private resale, is it?
Yep. Launch also can, right?
Huh?
New launch also okay, right?
Yeah, anything also can. So HDB restructuring, HDB, okay, what I'm going to cover is today. Sometimes I'll do a bit different one, restructuring. Okay, please pay a bit, no, not a bit, just pay attention, because for my notes, right, I don't have a lot of things on. So a lot of things I will, either I write, if not I will say. So that will help you for your test. You all need to take a certain test, right? Then you got the cert. Do you know that? Do you guys know that? Hello? Yeah, because nobody answer, I have to see the chat group. I think later on you all will need to take a test. Then you will have the cert from PNG Academy. Yeah, pardon my spelling. Okay, so the answers will be from what I'll be sharing. And in not totally can find everything in the notes. So you need to pay attention. Okay. So for my training is a bit of we need more interactive. If not, I cannot bring the point across to you. Okay, HDB restructuring can be HDB upgrading, right? To bigger HDB. All right. But most of the time, what we want to do, we want HDB to condo. It can be resale or new launch. Right. Yeah, or even some is sell one, buy two. So my portion will be mostly on this one. How do we make this HDB owner go and sell and buy condo, upgrade to condo? So mine is a bit of hybrid. So mine is mainly because HDB owner will always have a lot of objections. Am I right to say that? Who do HDB and try to swing to condo one? Here, who do this? Nobody do No, nobody do that. No need to talk already. Have anybody tried to attempt? Then the conversion rate very high one. Like maybe you talk to 10 owners, you can convert it to condo. Anyone? Or you find it's very difficult to convert the HDB owner to buy condo. Who have difficulties in this? Like they give you a lot of objection. Die also don't want to go condo. Difficult. Okay. So only a few is answering me. The rest?
Still trying.
Still trying. Because you don't respond, then I will go very fast. Then that's it. I will end the lesson quite fast also. Okay. Unless you all have very, very difficult things, then you let me know. I will go through more in detail. Okay. Okay. So I think this is the things that a lot of people is facing, not willing to move. Okay. Later I will let you know why they are not willing to move. Okay. Because I have also faced a lot of objection in the past. Okay. So this is my portion. Mine is this portion. The bridging from HDB to bridge them to condo. Okay, that's what I always do. That's why I'm here to share with you guys. But of course, I might not be the most perfect one, but Along the way, if you guys got anything, can always voice out and you can share with us. Then I also can learn from every one of you. Okay, it's not a one way. Please, I'm not here as a lecturer. We are here to share with everyone. We can always discuss. Can then I move on. So okay, let me see the notes. You all have the notes, right? Let me see where's my notes. Wait, okay. Okay. Okay, so welcome everyone. So yes, HDB restructuring. Okay, a bit about me. So joined PropNext in 2014, so about 11 years in the industry already. So focusing on asset progression for the past 6 years, mainly is HDB upgraders. That's why they put me here. But I'm also a bit on the private side as well. So half lah. But not an issue lah. So in the past, I can share with you guys that I totally dislike HDB because I think HDB has a lot of regulations, a lot of funny rules lah. The timeline also very headache. So in the past, I never really do lah. But then after I joined PropNext, then I found that actually HDB owners are not. It's quite easy to handle as compared to the private owners lah. It's much easier. Just that the regulation, all this is a bit more troublesome lah, for the HDB upgraders. So that's why I venture into doing asset progression on HDB owners now. But of course, I also handle private owners and I do their asset progression now. Okay. So lesson is to understand why agents fail to convince HDB owners to upgrade to private. Okay. To also understand HDB owners' main concerns and to be able to manage the main objections of the HDB owners. Okay, so why we need to do asset progression is the main reason why I want to do that. You have to listen well. Because I want to help my customer to grow their wealth. Okay, so this is the main reason why I want to do asset progression, so that they can retire comfortably, or I will say they will have more options in life at the later part of their life. You know what I mean? Yeah, they can always sell, downgrade, or even don't sell, just maintain, stay there. Can be a legacy to the children in future. Okay, with potential as well. Okay. Okay, so can I ask? Here, who stay in HDB on? Who stay in HDB? Hey, don't need paise. Now I also stay in HDB. I stay with my parents for now, for a while. Yeah, I think it's good you let me know. So I also, so that I will let you understand what the HDB owner is thinking. Okay. Yes. Good. Yeah, HDB. Okay, come. I see. Okay. So, okay, why the main reason agent cannot? I mean, why agent fail lah? Okay. So y'all want to let me know now. You read the sentence and let me know. Cannot do what with the HDB owners, which leads to the owner not reviewing and discussing about the concerns. What is the thing that it cannot achieve? What is this blank here? The agent cannot achieve. So without this, right? Without this thing, right? Without knowing this, right? Their concern, can we manage them and convince the HDB owners to sell? That's the thing. You all the unmute and talk. Can if not, I very sian. One person only. Cannot engage, cannot connect. Okay. So it's what? What's the correct answer? Anybody want to talk or not?
Raymond. Patricia here.
Yeah, Patricia.
Problem is HDB owner rent out their HDB, own a condo, and still want to buy a condo, but they want to sell the HDB. Because they find the HDB, the rental yield is better.
Good, good. Okay, this one I'll address later. Very good. Thank you, Patricia, for your
Thanks.
this one. Yeah, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. This is a very good objection. Very good. No, I won't think it's an objection. I think it's a concern. Of course, you know when they know rental you very high lah, blah blah. Nothing wrong. Actually, it's nothing wrong. Okay, but we can share with them in another way. End day is whether they accept or not. I always leave it to them. Final decision. The decision is always themselves. We cannot push and force them, right? Because if the mindset is already fixed mindset, we can try to convince, we can try to share a bit with them more, but don't drop into the hard selling. The moment you're going to hard selling, I tell you, your customer will turn off. So let me share an example with you. Today, if I'm an insurance agent, then out of nowhere I ask you out for coffee. Will you guys meet me for coffee or not? You know I'm an insurance agent. You all know I'm your friend, but I'm an insurance agent. But I don't always contact you and then all of a sudden I ask you for coffee. Will you all come out for coffee or not? No. Hey, only 2 person. That means the rest will meet me for coffee. Okay. Why no? Can you share with me why no?
Got hidden agenda.
Okay. Now behind this Patricia, what is the meaning behind hidden agenda? Meaning
Got motive.
you treat me as what? As a friend or as a salesperson?
As
Salesperson.
Salesperson. Hi. You treat me as a salesperson. So a salesperson in your mind is do what one?
sell.
Sell.
Make you spend money.
Sell lah, right? Sell things ma. So now you understand this thing. So to your customer is the same. This is how they feel about us. Property agent, insurance agent, same. Meet only means must do business one. Am I right to say that? Correct?
Yes.
So y'all don't answer. I will move on. Hey, correct or not?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, right. That's why when you try to keep convince and hard sell to them, they turn off or not? Like today, you don't want to buy insurance, but I keep want to push you to buy. How will you feel? How will you all feel? Will you feel irritated or what? Turn off. Okay, good. Turn off. So turn off means you shut off, right? Then you won't listen to them. So that's the problem when agent turn to hard selling. Hard selling. No one want to be pushed on. Not many people like to be pushed. Correct. Like our manager push us to do sales, we also don't want already. Don't say you go and push your customer to go and buy property. Am I right to say that? Yeah. So slowly, we need to learn to connect with them first. Before you sell, you need to connect. Okay? You need to connect with them first. Because why? Very important. Wait, my this iPad. This thing is a bit screw up. Cannot move. Where are they? Yeah. I try to do something now, but cannot do. Yo, alamak. Wait. How come Oh dear. Yeah. It cannot choose. A bit hang already. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now I'll be back. Yeah, okay, now I'll be back. Sorry. Okay, so if you cannot connect with the owners, right? Do you think they will review their concern or what is their thoughts to you?
No.
All right. So without knowing all this concern, do you think you can address to them or even manage them? So today, if I just tell you I don't want everything, I also don't want you don't know what I'm thinking on, right? So you can never really address their concern or their whatever thoughts that they have in their mind. That's why they're totally shut off. Even though they will nod their head, they say agree to what you say, but inside, deep inside them, they don't agree on that. They really shut off already. So that is why it's so important and you need to really connect with them first before you do any sharing. Okay, change your mindset from selling, change to sharing. Sharing means you just go there and share, and you know, of course lah, deep down you want to sell something, but your sharing must be very must put in front first than your selling. You must do until the stage that they cannot even feel that you are selling. Sharing is to make them self-realize why they have to make the move themselves. This is the most powerful of sales. Hard sell, not so powerful. If you understand what I mean. Anybody don't understand what I mean? Anybody don't understand? What is the difference between sharing and selling? So all understand? Understand? I move on already. So all understand?
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. So what is the main cause of this problem? Why won't they connect to you? What's the word here? Do you all know? Why the customer don't want to connect with you? No trust yet. Not enough rapport. Any more? Okay, fear. Any more? No trust yet. Okay, I think the word is what? Yeah, I test again. I know this thing a bit jam just now. Okay. Trust. The word is trust. Okay, without this trust, trust me, the customer will not move on. Because they will still treat us as a salesperson. Correct. Means like what you all have mentioned, agenda. Salesperson means got agenda. No agenda, this salesman or this sales guy will not come and meet me. So totally no rapport, no connection. So in order for customers to believe in you and trust every one of us, you need to build the bond, which is a connection. You need to change the co-lead to become your friends and then build the trust. Okay? That's the thing. Can I move on? Okay, wait, let me see how I delete all this. Oh gosh. Clear all. Okay, so why do people buy HDB? Anyone can give me any reason? Okay, those who stay in HDB one. Just now. Why y'all buy HDB or stay in HDB? Okay.
Affordable.
Affordability. Okay, come. Type. Or say out. Quick, come.
Stepping stone.
Stepping stone. Singaporean, right? Got one. Affordability.
Flat.
Huh? Close to parents. Close to parents cannot buy condo, meh? Huh? What is that? Subsidy from government. Base roof. Close to parents. Affordability. Okay. Cheapest place to stay. So I want to ask those who stay in HDB one, will y'all upgrade to condo or not? Hey, just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. It's okay on that.
Yeah.
You sure or not? Hey, y'all now all stay in big HDB, right? I believe. Upgrade and keep HDB. I see, Patricia. Upgrade and keep HDB. That's why your customer also same. Upgrade and buy condo and keep the HDB. Don't want to sell the condo. Don't want to sell the HDB. Buy for investment, but don't want to stay in private. No sentimental value. Okay. Wow. Agnes, big space like you want to move to a condo 900 square feet, man. The customer will tell you all this, right? Correct or not? Can buy for investment but don't want to stay in private. You see, Jeffrey, why is it can buy for investment but don't want to stay in private? Jeffrey, can tell me why don't want to stay in private? Not? Because of the space.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can.
Okay, the reason is because for own stay, I think the emphasis is actually on personal needs. So let's say for example a basic new Punggol standard size flat, right? The kitchen is already a lot more comfortable than a private equivalent kitchen, and living room and bedroom space as well.
Yeah.
So, but if you're talking about in terms of, let's say, for investment needs and purposes, then the emphasis and the weightage and consideration will definitely be different.
So you but if today Jeffrey ask you if you will keep your HDB you want to go and buy condo, you need to pay ABSD, will you want to do it?
Well, that's my plan. I mean, if you want a return, then there's a price to pay because it's not free anyway.
Yeah.
But of course, the consideration and ball game for everybody may be different. Some may actually want to sell this, make use of a proceed to actually catapult them to a private property instead. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that different people's time and resources planning will be different. Lor. So for me, I wait for myself in that situation. For my own stay, I would prefer here because cost of living will be lower. But for the one that costs more in the private property, for example, I would want to so-called squeeze or make better use of it through a return rather than my own use.
Okay, so okay. So you are saying the condo side you want to make your money work for you, ma. But the HDB also one of the big ticket in your in your life, right? Can I say that?
Yes, definitely.
So this big ticket of yours, do you also want to make money out of it, or you want to lose money? Yeah, okay to lose money, staying there.
Whether we make or lose, I think is very subjective. There are so-called tangible and intangible factors to weigh on. Let's say, for example, if my children are in primary school and that I got to think in terms of the time on a daily basis to send them to back to school. So is it right or wrong to some people? The investment return from selling may be more worth it, but for some others they may weigh it differently. So again, it's always a personal decision, no right and wrong. Everybody will be different.
All right, definitely. What Jeffrey say, you say, I totally agree. So, but if there's an opportunity to do this, like if you can sell one or you can buy two, one is the area that you like, you're able to get the space that you want, and the other one for investment. Will you be interested to explore?
Can, but at the same time, I will also add on that there are also there are actually better investment returns than in property alone.
Definitely.
So that's for sure because I've personally encountered this. Even my 20-30 years friend, he bought through me, but he's the type whereby he will use his car up until the last day of a 10-year COE. He will stay there and not move until he decide there's a need to do so.
Definitely.
Yeah, there are people who are really like that, no, and it's not that they can't afford. He can simply pay full cash and walk off with it, but he chose not to do that.
Fully understand. That's why you need to really let them know what is the main objective of doing all this. Main objective of doing all this is not just making money. End day is to be able to retire better. So nowadays I always tell my customer, in order for you to upgrade, right? If you were to upgrade, right? Upgrading is not because whether really you make the money or not, but end day is. I share my screen. Can I share my white screen, everyone? I touch a bit, touch a bit. So hopefully I can add some value to everyone. I share screen, can I share my screen, my iPad screen?
Sure, please go ahead.
Y'all don't give me permission, I don't dare. Later I tell wet. Kidding. Hey, don't so serious, everyone. Don't so serious. Relax, must be very relaxed. I'm not a very serious guy when it comes to training. Certain training, this kind of training, I'm not very so stern and serious one, although I might look fierce. So end day is I always tell my customer very simple. Of course, you can have your own investment, your own insurance or whatever lah. Okay. So end day is, let's say your property here, what, 400k. Punggol 4 room. Let's say lah, 4 room lah. So you continue staying here. 20 to 30 years later, anything lah, 20 to 30 years later. So the lease get lesser. Right. So you think this, what is the value of this property? I always ask the customer in this way. So Jeffrey, you stay the 5 room, is it? You stay 5 room?
5.
5 room, 5 room. So now your house worth value how much? Must be very high right now.
Should be able to hit 700.
Wow, a new one, huh? Is it a new HDB?
Okay, like just past BTO. I mean the MOP not too long ago.
That's why high lah. That's why high lah. Okay, so now HDB market is high, right?
Yep.
Right, so you all know, later I should do something on that also. So end day is I'll ask you very simple, 20, 30 years later, you think your HDB worth how much? Jeffrey, you think worth how much?
I'm actually
No right, no wrong lah. No right, no wrong.
Of course, definitely. I think together with like upcoming competitions from newer MOP units, then there will definitely be a downward pressure. But then again, I mean, at least for me, I also need to factor in the family's consideration as well.
Or anything, every other thing lah. Right?
Yes, correct.
Oh,
So we are even exploring probably like be a tenant, rent somewhere else, and keep this as the rental to offset, right?
So you mean you want to rent somewhere else, then your HDB rent out?
Yes, or if not, then we can actually sell here to move on to somewhere else.
You want to sell this and move on to somewhere else?
Yes.
Or you're not going to continue stay there?
No. To me, I've already passed that phase. I have personally, even before coming into this life, moved more than 10 times within Singapore alone. So it doesn't mean much to me. Every few years, my family will move.
Okay, so every few years, family will move. So, but why do you want to move? Can I ask you?
Why? My family just want to upgrade, move, and change location.
Is it you want to take out this thing?
Yes, my parents have definitely made from that.
Yeah, so you also as well, ma, correct?
Yes.
How many times you can buy a BTO?
2 times, huh?
The max 2 times. After that,
That would be resale.
resale.
Yes.
Resale, HDB or private?
As I said, for me, the emphasis is that the house that we're going to stay, we will prioritize slightly more towards the family needs. And the needs will change over the years when the younger ones actually move from one school to another school.
Very good.
Needs
Very
will
good.
be different.
Yes,
But,
very good. Very good.
Because we it's actually on a daily basis, and only one of us drive, so I also have to factor in the my wife, if she has to take public transport to bring them all over the places.
Right.
But the other part will be like saving and to like
Saving.
get somewhere else, and that will be more towards like yield and earning centric. The focus is different.
Okay, saving. What kind of saving are you referring to?
Saving as in the private property, is that? Or
To
the
save
HDB?
or to buy a private property, you mean?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so good. So now, guys, why I want to do this? I'm trying to do a live demonstration and show you guys. Is this what a lot of customers, some not a lot, some of the customer will do this kind of objection?
Raymond?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, who's that? Sorry.
I'm Cheryl here. Maybe you can check Jeffrey, how much he bought it for?
Yeah. I will go to that part. That's why I know there's a profit. Definitely he bought cheaper because it's a BTO. I feel. Is it? Or not a BTO?
It's a BTO. I got it for less than 400.
430, right?
300 plus only, I think.
Okay, it's 300 plus lah. Okay, 350 lah, 350 lah, kau. Very good profit, right?
enough.
I mean, it's very good profit. No, all these things, guys, you need to address and acknowledge. Important thing in doing sales. You all need to acknowledge the customer. Don't go and straight away object the customer. You see all the way, the I object immediately object Jeffrey one. Like I want you to take note of what I'm doing. The I always say, definitely, I agree. Is this the first word I will say? Jeffrey, I always say this.
Yep, correct.
So you will be more keen to talk to me, right? Am I right to say that?
Yes, correct. Because
I
if
tell you, well, sure lah, you go and buy resale, you sure lose money one lah. If I talk to you in this manner, will you be turned off?
I think it'll be very turned off because it's a bit judgmental without even talking about any details of why I think
Right.
without sharing any opinion on by either parties
Right.
why they
Right.
feel
Because I haven't even understand what you're thinking, right? So if I straight away object you, did I make a judgment like what you mentioned? Correct?
yes, correct.
So what I'm trying to tell everyone is there's no right, no wrong to how anybody think. There's nothing wrong. We are not the opposite party. We don't know what they go through. We don't know what they want. We cannot judge them. We cannot just tell them, no, we are doing something wrong. This is a mistake that I've done in the past. So why I want to show you guys this kind of demonstration, live demonstration, is because I want to show you guys what I have been doing. Then from here, I hope it can benefit every one of you. Because I feel that going through the slide is quite boring. Am I right to say that? I don't know whether how you all feel. I'm just trying something new.
Always remember to agree before you disagree.
No, you agree is not just for saying for the sake of agreeing. You need to really agree and put yourself in their shoe to understand what they really want and what are they going for first. Then you are able to dissect the whole thing and slowly share with them what's the next step. Anybody till this point don't understand one? Anyone don't understand what I'm trying to say? The more you voice up and share your thoughts, the more you will learn, and the more we can learn. Not you learn, I also learn. Like Jeffrey give me this kind of I mean his own thoughts. Is something not say very new, but very very seldom I kena. But I think it's good. I think it's now I practice that. If I fail here, it's okay, right? If I fail here, is it better that I fail at my the own customer?
I don't think there's any failure, but everybody learn from it. It's just
Yeah. I mean, if I never do well as to convince you what I mean, that's the point lah. At least I learn here. You know what I mean? We are not able to convince everyone. Trust me, because everyone they are programmed in a different way. Yeah. Brian, yeah, ART is very long ago thing. Acknowledge, relate, and turn around. Okay. Acknowledge, be in their shoe first. Okay, be in their shoe first. So I always say this. So remember, acknowledge first. So okay, Jeffrey, so you're mentioning, I feel you want to do this. First thing is, of course, you want to take out the profit, right? If not,
correct.
HDB is like stocks. I always tell customer, hey, do you know what is stocks now? Stocks and shares. You buy $1, the stock go to $3. You don't sell. You earn $2 on paper. Am I right to say that? So on paper, this $3 can use or not? Can use to buy things?
No.
Cannot, right? So can I say, Jeffrey, this $3 is just a number. Just a number to you. No feeling one. Right. But if this one drop to $2, how? Then a lot of people say, hey, I buy $1 leh. Now increase to, I still got $2. I still make $1. Anything wrong? Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. But I'll tell them something. Yes, you make $1, but here you lose $1 also. Right? So if you were to cash out here, is it better choice? Correct,
Correct. I can definitely see your point.
huh? Of course, I believe every one of you know lah. So NA is for HDB, that is the issue. If you don't do anything today, this 700,000, this profit in the house, if you don't sell, what can this profit do? Let's say the next 10 years lah. What can this profit do? Cannot do anything. Only company you and your family watch the TV. Watch TV, do nothing. If you use CPF to pay, the accrued interest go up. Accrued interest okay, I write CPF accrued interest. Alright. What? Then the price, if drop, you will lose the profit. Not all, but partially lah. Slowly. Am I right to say that? Correct,
Yep.
So they will say some of the customers will say this one still my CPF. Correct. So I ask them, no, you prefer cash or you prefer CPF? Okay, end day is we need to use questioning technique. Throw the question to the customer, let them feel it and let them understand. Yes, it's your CPF lah, but you cannot touch lah. If the minimum sum, I feel every year will increase, right? The more you increase, the more you'll lock inside. So, Mr. Customer, you prefer cash or CPF? No, ask them. So, like what you say, Jeffrey, same thing. You say just now you mentioned that a couple of years you will move house, right? Because of the convenience of the family. Am I right to say that?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. So I share a bit. Don't mind. No right, no wrong, Jeffrey. I'm not judging that you're wrong. Nothing wrong.
Sure, definitely.
I scared I say something offend you. But
No worries for that.
I'm not doing this. So end day is I want to understand something. So like let's say now you MOP, you sell, you cash out, correct? So you move to another, is it HDB?
Yes.
So you stay there for another 5 years minimum. 5 years, okay, 5 to 8 years lah. Correct.
Correct.
So when you buy this as a resale, correct? Are you buying at a higher price than the first owner?
Yes, definitely.
So let's say, for example, you want to buy near the children's school, you buy another 5 room. How much you think you'll buy? 600, let's say.
It has to cost lower than what I can sell you.
Lower must be lower.
We don't want to overspend on it.
Yeah, you know that's the thing of what customer are doing. Why people want to buy HDB also? One thing you see this word here, affordability, monthly installment. That's always a fear. Trust me, Jeffrey, today I ask you today if you got 10 million, Jeffrey, today if you got 10 million, do you think you will still want to buy a HDB? Only?
For my own stay, I will seriously consider.
If you have 10 million, bro.
Yes, but I will also want to cut it out efficiently to see where I can put the rest.
Yes. Okay, so if you have this dollar sign, means you got more options in life, right?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. So end day is if you were to get something that, okay, let's say your this 500 now, you move from let's say you sell already, you move to 5 room. Let's say it's cheaper one 500,000, can or not?
Okay.
5 room 500,000 cheaper than your 700,000 but this one will be old already, right?
Yes.
Maybe 20 years. 20 years old. Correct?
Hey, you see the thing is that like what I shared earlier, I don't really well, again, no wrong, like what
Yeah,
we
I know,
have
I know, I know,
discussed
I know,
earlier.
I know the concern.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So no, the one thing is I just want to share something with you.
Mm.
Whether you can accept or not, never mind. It's okay. What I always want to share with my customer is to let them realize something. Whether they will move or not move, that is a later part. But this, I'm not saying that you're wrong. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, let's say now we move to a five room, right? So 500,000, the flat will be about 20 years old. I'm quite sure they're about.
Very
Correct.
likely. Yes, correct.
Correct. So if you will buy 500,000, you think you'll do some renovation?
Probably have to.
Have to lah. So maybe you do some simple 30,000 renovation combo. Cheap
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Plus furniture, everything very minimal one. So
Okay.
your cost is how much? Your cost is 530K.
Yes.
So you stay there 5 to 8 years, for example. Then your children move, then you also will sell again. Is this just now what you're trying to tell me? Because of the convenience of the whole family.
Yes.
Right? So when you want to sell, let's say 8 years later, this one will be 28 years. You buy 530, how much you want to sell? Will you want to sell at a loss?
Um.
I know you might not mind to sell at a loss.
Not that I don't mind. Of course, it is something that we need to factor in at the point of buying to see whether what are the prospect of like having a appreciation, a break even, or probably a loss. Of course, nothing is guaranteed,
Yeah.
but we also want to factor in the different needs.
Correct.
I mean, of course, the how the selling price will turn out will probably turn out to be, that will also be something that we need to factor in as well.
Yeah, I know, I understand. So what I'm trying to tell you is, because you are buying at the older flat, this kind of price, definitely you will, if they're given a choice, you'll want to sell and make some money. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Because if you can sell at the higher price here, let's say you can sell 630K, you also have a bit of profit. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a bit of profit, then you have more options also. So end date is the same as this. If you can only sell 450, do you have more option? Not say you don't have option, you have, but do you have more?
No, let's know.
Yeah, that's the thing. So end day is, if you buy a resale 5 room, nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong. But just that for the next 5 to 8 years, you only depend on your hard-earned savings. Hard-earned savings, to do whatever thing you want to do future.
Yes, or probably within this window, I will probably need to park the access of financial resources somewhere else outside probably.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Because some
because of
people,
MOP as well.
is stocks, some is telling me is shares. Right?
So yes, correct. And so from there on, yes, we probably going to do it. It is a relatively long and difficult journey to do that, to do it as compared to someone who probably so-called typically like what we would advise our clients, I say, to, if you're willing to actually sell and then to move to private, then that will be a expedite kind of process. It is definitely easier to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, the finances part later we can come on. But end day is, even if this customer cannot do something after you share with them the concept, right? If financially they cannot do, it's okay. You can always ask the customer to refer someone to you. If they really believe in this, they will help you to refer someone to you. You know what I mean?
Yes, that definitely
Definitely one. I can trust me. I've done this many times. Even financially they cannot do it, they will share this idea with their friends or colleagues, And if there are anybody who are interested in anything or they want to find out more, I believe they will refer you to them.
To me, it's like doing the business in the long run. It is better to have a sweet no deal than a bitter sale because people's impression will last perpetually.
So end day is we need to let them understand all this first. Because you see, end day is what we always want to do is we want to have more options in life. Like what you say, our thinking will change. Our thinking and needs will change along the way. It's very right. This is what you just now you mentioned, you tell me already. So you see, when we do sales, we must be very attentive and listen first. We don't talk a lot. We listen. So I will use whatever the customer say and then I will apply and tell them. This is what you mentioned. So 5 to 8 years, the needs, everything will change. No guarantee. But if your property can make money and give you more option, is it better? So you can change easier also as well, right?
Definitely.
And it shows that for the next 5 to 8 years, not only you and your wife is working hard for the money. Given the option, you and your wife work hard for the money, plus the money that you are paying for property also work hard for you, or you only want you and your wife to work hard for the money. The money in the property is not going to work hard for you. Which option do you want? You see,
prefer the money to actually work for us rather than just using hands.
So how do you make them understand very simply is, okay, Jeffrey, you drive, right? I give you a simple analogy. How to really let them feel this thing. Okay, so we have 100 numbers of cars. Correct? For example, Jeffrey, this one is 3 lane. We want to from destination A to destination B. 3 lane with the number of cars here, which compared to a 2 lane, which one will reach destination B faster?
You want the 3 lanes?
3 lanes lah. So the 3 lanes is what? Husband, wife, property. The 2 lanes is what? Husband, wife.
That's a good analogy.
That's the very simple one. Oh, I hope this one you can share with your customer. So end date is Mr. Buyer or Mr. Client or Jeffrey. Since property is one of the biggest ticket item in our life, why don't you think in a way, I don't know, there's no right, no wrong, will you think in a way that it is better for the biggest ticket in our life to appreciate so that it can help us better in the future? Okay, this is conceptually wise. I haven't go to the numbers yet. Concept only. Do you think it's better if your property really can do what it is? The next property can do what you are enjoying now,
Yes.
Now you're enjoying that. Why today, Jeffrey, you are able to have option? You can buy a resale 500,000. You can move this, move that. It's because you're from 350,000. You can sell 700,000. You have a good profit of 350,000. This good profit is already giving you options in life. Am I right to say that, Jeffrey?
Yep, yes.
So can you feel what I'm trying to tell you? I'm relating the whole thing back to your own case.
Yes.
But of course, you still can continue to do whatever you want. Okay, nothing wrong.
Sure. Understand that.
And there is the decision that you make today, Jeffrey, will determine the value of your money in future. It will start from today.
Okay.
Not to forget, 5 to 8 years time, there's always inflation. The 700,000 5 to 8 years ago versus the 700,000 5 to 8 years later, the number is the same, but the value will not be the same. The value of the 700,000 will drop because of inflation. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
So if we do not increase the number, so the 700,000, the number to at least 800,000. Okay, I think my screen a bit jam. Sorry. I actually I dropped something already, but it's not showing. Sorry. Sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, so what I mean is 700,000 now versus 700,000 8 years later. The number is the same, but the value actually is not 700,000. Actually, the value maybe becomes 600,000 because of inflation. Anybody can understand? So that is why it is so important for us to make this 700 value go up to at least 800. This is only to maintain our wealth, my friend. All my friends here, don't think that 700,000 now, 20 years later, you 700,000 is the same value. The 700,000 10 years later will not be the same value as of now, because the money gets smaller and smaller due to inflation. So it is why is it so important for you to increase the value. This is just only to maintain your wealth, my friend. If you buy 530 and you sell 450, trust me, you don't only lose the 80,000. It's not only the 80,000. You will lose more than the 80,000
Well,
due to inflation. 80,000 is only on surface, it's just a number. Ken?
got it. Thanks a lot.
Hey, nothing wrong. I mean, I also just trying my trying to share a bit here. Whether can really let a lot of people understand, I also don't know. So I also can, I mean, just give me feedback, guys. Do you think in this way, how I present just now, is it okay or not? If the rest can voice out one, don't only me and Jeffrey only. Wow, then Jeffrey, I tell you, Jeffrey learned the most. Me and me learn the most. Both of us learn the most. Because now I tell you, we are just sharing. Whether is it 100% good or not, I also don't know. But at least I try. And at least Jeffrey also try. Which is good. I think Jeffrey share his thoughts. Maybe after this he can open up a bit. I don't know.
Raymond, if sorry, Cheryl here. So
Yeah.
if I'm actually Jeffrey, I would ask you. So for HDB, after 8 years, you drop or even break even. But if I buy a leasehold, isn't it the same scenario?
So end day is I won't say it will drop or what. We won't say and actually it will drop or not drop. But I will show you later a graph.
Yeah. So
Then
as a
you
customer, let's say I asked you, okay, basically if right now my house is 700K, all right, if it drop, fine. If I buy so the same unit private for 1.5 mil, and it really drop, means that I incur more cost. How do you tackle these kind of questions?
yeah, so I share with you a bit actually.
Mm,
Yeah. Can see my this thing. So
mm,
your this 5 room 700K, right? 5 room.
mm,
Just MOP. Let's say I take Jeffrey case lah, then we all can read. So I ask you actually, the BTO, let's say it's next block to Jeffrey house lah, this 5 room
mm.
Will it sell below or sell higher? Will sell at this point or sell at this point? The BTO. This is BTO. Which one? 1 or 0.2?
BTO price is always lower.
Always lower. You say yourself already, always lower ma. Correct? So let's say now the 5 room. The 5 room here, maybe 400 to 450. Correct? The BTO 5 room. I'm not sure lah. Maybe it should be about there lah. So you 700,000. Now you can sell for 700. If you want to sell 800,000, So Shirley, look at this kind of difference. Which one will you want to buy? You want to buy 400, 450, or you want to buy 800? Which one you want to buy, Shirley?
But the BTO, if they come to sell, they also want to sell even higher.
Yeah, no, I know, but you just tell me about for this scenario first. Which one you want to buy? 400 or 800?
At break even, of course, I'll still buy the newer one.
Newer one. And entry price is also lower, ma.
Mm.
Is it CD to go and buy 800,000? Same area, Pongo, nearby each other. No choice, ma. The HDB cannot sell at this point, what? You cannot sell at this point too, what? If the HDB sell at 800K or 900K, then our good friend Jeffrey sells 700K only. You think buyer will buy 700K or 900K? Cannot, ma. Right? Am I right to say that?
Mm.
So BTO normally will be lower, ma. So I can tell you, this guy, you cannot sell two-way off. If the difference is too much, too huge, people will go and buy the BTO. So I tell you, you got no choice. Later on, this one, the range have to bring smaller and smaller. Have to be smaller. You cannot be too huge. If not, you have to entice people to go and buy a resale. Very tough. You understand what I mean? Not for this part first. For this part first.
My understanding is that if people will buy the BTO, it's not easy for them to get one. That's the reason why they subject to resale.
Not easy to get one. Yes, and there is, of course, that depends on which location. There's a lot of location. You go Tengah, sure, I think have. It depends on which location as well. Definitely. Yes, no. But even if you want to go resale, do you want to get something that's of a very, very high, like very high above market one? You won't want, ma. Correct. So NA is still the same. Because so for those people who can afford one, they already enter at this price. So it's a bit tough, okay? But you see, NA, BTO is always this manner. It's selling cheaper. But there's one scenario I can share with you all. One scenario that the BTO will sell higher than the resale. I'll give you the example, the scenario. This one is resale. This one BTO. Will this thing happen?
Yes.
When will this happen? So Shirley, when will this happen? Will the BTO sell high?
I forgot that place, the name. Over at the quite near to the central. There's one new one selling about 700 over K. Yeah.
Yeah, your this
for
list
BTO.
Because your this list is very old already. Then the BTO price will be higher than the resale. Understand? This will happen when this list of the resale is very old. But now, this one is HDB. So now I change. Private. Okay, private resale. Condo resale. This is new launch. Is this like that? Or is the new launch like the BTO selling here? The new launch selling at 0.1 or 0.2? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell me? 0.2, right? 0.2, right?
Nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays. Okay, 0.2. So if you miss this one, you got to buy this? Do you want to pay more? So will this slowly increase? Will this still go up? Resale, it will still go up there. It's just that the pace is slower. And if you want to buy resale not say it cannot make money. Can you, if you want to make more money, is when the market is higher, then you can make more money. Because let's say your this one is 1.5 million, you buy a new one. The resale maybe beside it is 1.1 to 1.2 only. There's a difference between this one and the HDB. That's why now you can see the resale condo also up 100,000, 200,000. You understand what I mean, Shirley?
Mm.
Later I'll show you the graph. Okay, I'll show you the graph using each property.
Mm.
Then you will know. Okay. So far, anybody got any question? Please shoot. Feel free to shoot. I'm going to conduct this lesson a bit different. I will not follow the slides.
That's why I have to ask questions.
Good. I think it's good so
And
that
all those are real questions actually.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I also learn. Thank you very much. I also learn. Yeah, I'm practicing also as well. So you understand what I'm trying to show you, right? You can use this and try on your customer. Of course, I'll show you the slides in a while using the H property one. Okay, guys? Can?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, can. No problem. I got more. Just ask so that I can also, if I don't know, I can go and crack my head to go and think how to manage the customer, the objection. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. Wait, I share screen. I say always on off the share screen. Yeah, shouldn't stop sharing. Silly. Okay, anybody got H property or not? Anybody don't have H property? Who don't have H property?
Yeah, Raymond, I just found out the unit is actually Telok Blangah. For
Telok
4
Blangah.
room is BTO ranging from 602 to 710. Two
Yeah.
chances the BTO price is higher than the resale.
Yeah, I think the resale is low or older lah.
Definitely older over there.
That's why I told you, older then there's opportunity the BTO will be higher. Yeah. So you can share that. Yeah.
Sorry, Raymond. Can I check with Shirley, what is your questions again? Your earlier questions?
The earlier?
Yeah, your questions before Raymond actually touched on the
Okay, the initial
scenario
question
1,
is a customer will ask you that, if HDB price after 8-10 years, if let's say because of inflation or whatever thing, it will still drop. Likewise, for leasehold, we will face out the same scenario also. So, but then for me is that HDB, I will face out with lower loss than the private. This is what customer's opinion.
Then sorry, I don't know how Raymond relate back to your questions. Basing on the scenario
now he's about to explain also.
Yeah, so I'll explain the market of HDB and the private market. Because you say that you buy a 99, the price will drop. Yes and no, depending on how old you buy the property as well. But I will show them the market lah. So okay, I'm using H property to do this. Okay, if you guys have H property, I believe I mean maybe not all some will have, right?
Yeah, I have.
So you go to the tools, you go to market trend. Can see or not? Market trend. Okay, then you click this one. HDB. You click show market trend. Then you can drag this. You press yearly. You can see? You can see this HDB market trend. Where is the highest point? These two, right? In the past, which one is the highest? This one. Correct. Correct? 对吗？没有人 answer Yeah, correct. Surely correct. This is the highest point. So 2013 is the highest point. So do you all remember 2012 to 2013? What happened? What did the government do? What did the government do? Do you all know? Nobody know. You're all new. New agent all. Anybody know 2012, 2013? What did the government do?
Cooling measure.
Cooling measure, right? Okay, not only to cool the private market, to also cool the HDB. Okay, why do you think government want to do the cooling measure?
Probably price is increasing drastically.
Okay, price increase. Imagine if government never do cooling measure and this keep going up, what will happen?
People cannot afford to buy even HDB.
Yeah. Imagine if all the HDB become 1 million. Can our next generation buy? Easy to buy. Very tough. Very, very tough. Okay. People will also say, hey, what but you see 200-300% increase there. Am I right to say that? Anybody got kena this one from customer before? Yeah, the market trend is under twos. Under twos. All right. Why this one is 200-300% in the past? I will tell them, yes, in the past. In the past, Singapore is still developing. Guys, it's still developing only. But today, we are developed already. We are not developing anymore. If you keep expecting this one to go up, I tell you, Jeffrey, 1 million pop HDB easy to afford or not?
Oh, no, definitely not.
You also don't want, right? You also don't want HDB to go up 1 million, right? So and that is the thing. If you guys notice, HDB website, the first motto is to make the public housing affordable to the public. We are no longer in this kind of trend anymore. This one, if is keep going up, is steep and risky. So why government want to do the cooling measure? It's not to crash the market, guys. You need to understand this. I always tell my customer, let me share the macro with you, then I share the micro. Macro is what the government is doing. It's not to crash the market. It's just to soften it. Okay? The price, soften it. So that the market can be more sustainable. You all follow? You all follow? So HDB is way too high already. The steep is very high. So now they want to cool it a bit. So 2013, the final one, TDSR, MSR, everything come in. Now PR have to wait for 3 years. PR quite a lot also go to buy private already. But if you look at the price point, 2013 all the way is down until 2019. And then now it surge up. Why? Why is the price up now? Anybody want to try? Anybody know? Why is the price up now?
Shortage of supply.
COVID. Shortage of supply is one thing. The main thing is they have to wait long, 4 to 5 years for the BTO.
Yeah.
So when
Because of
they
construction delay.
yes, correct. So when the construction delay, wait for longer, people don't want to buy BTO. The demand go to where? Resale. So the demand increase, the supply in the resale not enough. What will happen to the price? Increase lo. Increase lo. Yeah, it's because of this that increase. If not, it will not increase. Right? If today no COVID, you think it will increase? If the supply of the BTO is not delayed, the building is not delayed, do you think this one will go up? Chances is lower. So can I say the price maybe even lower, go low, continue to maintain, not lower, not drop, maintain. Correct, continue, just maintain. Maybe so gradually. So
Like
for
during
those,
SARS, the price actually dropped.
huh?
But during this period, during SARS, the price dropped, but during this COVID period, it's different.
Yeah, it's different. The SARS is the period very short only,
Yeah, very short. That's why it doesn't hurt so much.
Yeah.
That's
So
why the
COVID
price
is
dropped.
long. So got no choice. So those people, I ask you, those people buy 2012, 2012 to 2013, 2014, is it they lose money? These whole people. Is it they lose money? They buy at high point. All lose money. Correct. I can also share transaction with customer to show them one. Okay, last time your HDB 2013 is the highest. Then you can share the transaction with them. But now you can see the market picking up. So you see this market now like that, right? A lot of people say government going to do cooling measure. Is it right? Do you think the government will continue to let this go up? If here they also don't let it go up too high, you think at this point they will let it go up high or not? You think for yourself lah, huh? I don't know. You think yourself. So you see what I ask, or the way I ask the customer is, I want to show them this a bit of facts. Then you ask the question, the important question. To let themselves realize. So I no need to say one. I don't need to give you answer one. Correct? Now you say no. So if today you want to say, okay, this is to pitch to selling also as well. If today, Mr. Customer, very simple, you want to sell your HDB, you already have an intention. You want to sell at this point or you want to sell at this point. Very simple. A cooling measure, I think will come, but when, I don't know. It can be any time. So if you want to make more, the most, or you want to break even, or you want to lose less because you buy at 2013, do you think now is the time, is the opportunity for you to get out?
Raymond, before you continue, regarding how you get to all these figures, because I missed out that part.
Actually,
The market trend, market trend, because just now I
you
was
go to
opening up my
tools,
system.
you go to tools, I demonstrate again.
Yeah.
The left hand side here, there's one market trend, can see or not?
Yeah, I got that. Then the figures.
Then you go to property, you keep that arrow, you cut all HDB. Right? Then you show market trend. You click this show market trend.
Oh, HDB.
Then you drag. Okay, then you come to this point, then you drag this thing all the way drag. Then you click yearly. Click yearly. Okay?
Yeah, got it.
Can? You
Yes.
understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you condo. So now you all know that the HDB will be in this manner control, but now because COVID go up, right? If no COVID, it might be continue in this manner, right? Correct? Am I right?
Raymond,
huh?
Yes, Raymond, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah,
Right.
Catherine. Okay, since you are on this screen, can I check with you how you use this screen to kind of like convince your buyer to take action now instead of seller?
Wow, Catherine, you very smart. You want me to show my new pitching. Wow, you think kiang leh. Okay, I share. Never mind. But then a bit of the thing I want to cover, I'll share this one more important. So I will start always in this manner. I will start from 2002 to 2015. I will not show the last part one. Okay? Demonstrate. I will not show the last part. So Mr. Buyer, I'll ask them, today from this whole history of the HDB, which point is it? Is the highest index, the highest pricing one. So Catherine, you want to do role play with me?
2013.
2013,
Yeah.
So same thing, I'll ask them 2013. So do you know what happened in 2012 to 2013? What happened here and then the price drop, Miss Catherine? Do you know what happened?
As a buyer, I say I don't know lah.
So you explain that, like what I explained just now the cooling measure Okay, because of all the reason because of what Raymond brother, whatever, you can just say and because Singapore and Hong Kong, we are of the same model. This one important. I always relate this one. Do you know Hong Kong, there's a lot of people cannot afford to buy a house?
I will say yes.
I think you will know At least a lot of people really cannot afford to buy a house. Really, a lot of them are renting because the property price is way too high. Do you agree? So what the government do is they did the cooling measure here so that the price will not continue to shoot up, which we will end up like Hong Kong very, very soon. This is the reason why HDB have to make affordable to the public. If all the HDB to be 1 million, can I say many people will have problem affording even a HDB? If you are a government, will you want to see that to happen? Will you?
No.
No. So that's why the cooling measure came in, and to bring down the price, but not to crash the market. The government don't get it wrong. The government is not to crash the market. It's just to bring down the price so that it can be a sustainable growth, manageable, not steep and risky. It's slow and steady. This is what the government want to achieve lah. Okay, you know what I mean? So, but I will drag this thing. I'll slowly drag. Okay, I'll remove this. I'll slowly drag. So you see, Catherine, can you see after the cooling measure, actually the market dropped from 2013, it come down, maintain, drop a bit, and come up again until 2019. Can you see from this graph? So those people who buy at 2013, if they sell at 2019, will they lose money? Will they lose money?
Yes.
We're right. Okay.
Mm.
So you heard a lot of people say now, wow, market go up already. Do you know it go up by how much?
Don't know.
Don't know. Okay. Let me show you what is happening. So from this is 2020, this is 2021. Can you see that it's a surge up now on the pricing? Despite we are in COVID. Hey, do you know why this happened? Why did the price go up despite of COVID?
Don't know.
Don't know. Okay, because of COVID as well, the BTO delayed in their construction. They will need longer time to complete, which is about 4 or 5 years time to complete a BTO. So a lot of people, they have shift from BTO to the resale market. That means the resale market demand is more. When the demand is more, what will happen to the price?
Will go up. But the thing is, because I'm staying with my parents now, I can wait, you see. So let all the BTO buyer buy first. I'll buy later. Or maybe I wait for cooling measure to come out, then I buy.
Definitely you can do that. Okay, so if you are staying with your parents, if you are actually looking at the HDB, right, you can actually go and buy HDB if you want. So you must tell me your scenario is what first, because if your scenario is to want to sell one, then I'll pitch in this way. I will share in this way. Because you want to buy
my scenario is I want to buy resale HDB now.
Yeah. So if today you want to buy a resale HDB, this is why now I switch because I thought you are a seller. So now I switch. So I can tell you, Catherine, this is not a very wise time for you to buy HDB now. Because can you see that the market actually is coming back to the 2013 point. So 2013, there is some cooling measure coming to control the market. Do you think government will still want to let this go up or high? If you tell me no, right? Means you are quite clear. Maybe government will want to do some cooling measure here. But when do we know? We don't know. All right. So for you, if you want to buy a resale HDB, definitely you might want to wait for this thing to cool down a bit first, then you enter.
Do we tell that to our buyer? Because I'm serving a buyer who asked me exactly the same question.
I mean, I give to you lah. I mean, end day is, of course, you need to depends on the buyer needs lah. You have to depend on the buyer needs. Like Jeffrey, his needs is different. So the needs. So whether they really need a place. If they really need a place to move in, they cannot wait one. Some people they cannot stay with parents for long, because of policy or whatever, Then they got no choice. They have to buy. You wait for BTO also cannot ma. You cannot solve the problem. But the main thing is if their issue is they cannot stay with parents. They got some conflicts. They got no choice. They have to move. They have to move now. The best is you can only try to find a cheaper unit for them.
Raymond, how do you actually swing her from buying HDB based on this flat to buy private?
Buying HDB, buy private. So end day is okay now. You see, very simple ma. If you buy private, right? You buy HDB, right? Like say end day just now I share with Jeffrey ma. You buy at a higher older property. You buy at a higher price. You cannot win those who have bought earlier because the price is a bit stagnant one. A bit stagnant. So let me check. I see. So you see my end date, Shirley, you see so end date is if you were to buy here if the cooling measure come again, this one will slowly drop. So it can, if this one is going down like here, maybe it's not so sharp, maybe it's going a bit lower. That's mean for the next couple of years you cannot move you cannot sell. You sell means you lose money. Am I right to say that? You want to sell you have to wait until the market go up. Like this. Your option is more depending on the market much more because HDB is not really for you to make a lot of money. It's just to get you have a roof you know what I mean? I share with you just now that the BTO is way cheaper one. How to sell everybody 1 million. The 1 million one is all the emotional people who want to buy near town, right? Other than that, the outskirts Punggol cannot very difficult, very tough. Of course, new launch way of talking you can
Raymond, okay, so you have like successfully convinced them, to sell because it's peak now, right? HDB. Then they, they will say that, oh, but I sell now high, then what do I buy? So I still have to buy high. So how do you counteract that?
So definitely sell high, buy high. But end day is not all units will be extremely high. It depends on what you're buying. You're buying resale or you're buying new one. Okay, buying resale or buying new one. Resale definitely will be slightly higher. You must agree first. You must definitely agree first. Okay, if the person cannot wait even you buy slightly higher, will the market still continue to go up for private, which I will show you later. Okay, then if you buy new launch, is if I'm able to find you a new launch that the developer have not increased or not stitched up the price a lot do you think you have a good opportunity to make money there?
Okay, so like possibly like sell and then rent and then go and buy that new launch while you're renting.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if it's, okay, you must give me the different scenario whether this one got property or no property because the sharing will be totally different.
Okay.
You must tell me the scenario first because just now the captain give me the scenario, I thought she's a seller. Then all of a sudden she tell me it's a buyer.
Okay, thank you.
Mine. That's good. I think it's good. At least I think you're very good. At least you all ask and ask. Oh, very good, very good. So this is okay. So everyone of you can see this condo apartment. Okay. I'm not promoting age of property. Don't get me wrong. So coincidentally today is sharing. Okay, this is how I use. Recently I changed a bit of my style of presentation. If you see compare just now, if you guys remember the HDB market is like that, go up, then come down, right, then go up. But you look at the private one, it's keep going up. The low, this low is always higher than the previous low. This low always higher than this previous low. This one also higher than the previous low, also higher. So if this drop also higher than previous low. So you tell me which one is more likely to lose money, the HDB one or the private one? Which one is more likely you can have a better chance of making money? Which one? Compare, you have to remember this one, the graph. I don't know whether I can duplicate out another one. Let me see. I think I cannot. Yeah. Which one? The HDB one or the private one? You can see or not? Okay, nobody answer me again. I'll sleep really.
Matter of fact, it's good that you are actually presenting this one. At least we know how to use these gadgets rather to present rather than we just do presentation without all these live gadgets.
Yeah. That's what I do. I mean, if you have the gadget, I mean, you all should go and use it. I mean, don't waste it. Don't waste it. Square foot, I can also use square foot to show them the transaction and the price increase and decrease. Really,
maybe it's good if you could show me as well.
Okay,
Since a lot of people use square foot.
Okay, HDB. Okay, I just show you example like Okay, let me see, is it Punggol? I think it's Punggol. Okay, see. Recently I saw one, I think Punggol. So they are BTO owners. They own this property quite long already. Since 2002, so about 20 years. It's 103A. So it's 5 room. Okay, so you go, okay, you don't know how to go to this one. Go to trend analysis, go to HDB. Yeah, I'll show again. Go to you click HDB. You go to this one, the district is Punggol, and the series. You click. Mine is the 103A. Then you press go. So it will show you all the 103A series of the transaction. Can see this one is 4 room, right? Mine is the 5 room. So I demonstrate and show you can see or not? My screen?
Can.
Okay, so my customer bought that one, the 5 room, I think is 200 plus thousand. Okay, so you see the market in 2013 is the highest, right? I show you. You can use transaction to show them with the graph. 2013, you can see wow, 2012 very high, 500 over thousand. Can see? Transaction. And the date, 2012 transaction. Okay, the 103 series that cluster. So you click and show them moving. Oh, 212 very high, very high. 213 also very high. 2013 also very high. All right. But 2013 got cooling measure already, right? Do you see the price start to drop? Look at the transaction. It start to drop. Can see the 500 plus already not? Yes, sir, already, right? Is it drop? Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Can see? Or even people sell 300 over thousand. Some cuckoo here sell 300 over thousand. I don't know who. So the price drop. You cannot see 500 plus already, all 400 plus already. Am I right to say that? Can see a couple of 300 over thousand. Okay, if you remember the graph that I showed you just now.
Low floor.
Don't get low floor or high floor also have but when the market is up, the high floor, the lower floor also will not sell so low, right? So I retrieve the graph and show you. So here is 2017, 2016, all the price is lower one. Can see or not? So does it tally with the transactions? Does it tally? The rest, are you tally? Hey, sister, not low floor, 7 to 9 floor also 391.
I just saw it only.
Hey, no joke, 10 floor to 12 floor also 370, guys. Can see or not? Don't joke around, you know.
Maybe the agent didn't do a good job.
Not good, not say good job because of market sentiment, brother. Because
Okay.
the market cannot solo this price, you got no choice. Your neighbor sell. Okay, in the resale market, it's to each on your own. You know what I mean? Later, okay, I'll show you.
Understand.
Yeah. Those people who buy 2002 BTO, let's say they buy 200K to 250K, alright? Then MOP, they sell very high, maybe 500K. Yeah. So yeah, but pardon my handwriting because I need to think. 500K to 580K, for example. So, but the price slowly kept down. But why people can sell 3191K? Do you all know why? When the market is soft, that's one thing. The other thing is because they enter at this price. They have the luxury, because they're sitting on the margin already. They have the luxury to sell 391, 580, 400. Am I right to say that? Am I right to say that? So in the resale market, it's to each on your own. You will only be concerning on your own price that you want to sell. Will you say, hey, because my neighbor buy 580, let's sell 600,000. When the market is 391, let's try to sell 600,000 or 650 to help my neighbor to sell higher in future. Will you all think in this way? If you want to sell your own property? Anyone? Or you only think for yourself? You only concern how much you want to make and why you want to sell, and then you just sell based on the market price or slightly a bit higher than market price, and then you exit the market. Is that how you will behave? You all to answer me means you all don't understand what I'm trying to say. Or you all sleep already.
Raymond, sorry, can you please repeat again? Just backtrack a bit.
Okay, I say in the resale market, right? Will you be so nice to think of your neighbor? Let's say now you want to sell lah. Will you think for your neighbor, hey, my neighbor buy much higher than me, like, let's sell higher price so that I can help him to make a bit. But my market price now is only 391. Let's try to sell 600 so that my neighbor who bought 500K can make some money as well. Will you think this way, Patricia?
No.
Or you only think about yourself only?
Yes.
Same lah. Same thing lah. So in this market, same lah. In this market, same lah. Why the price drop? Because the market price drop. Then you got no choice. 10th floor also 378. Can you see? 2020 also like that. But if you see the price now start to come back. Sorry, this is 4-room. Okay. So you see 10 to 12 floor also 380,000 only. 16, 18 floor was 400,000. 2017. Alright. So I show you the price down all the way down. 13 to 15. Also 400. Wow, very tough. If you are the owner there, you check. But you see when we are closing to 2019, 2020, you look at the price 2020. You see, you start to see a lot of 400 plus already. You see? You don't see 300 plus already. Got people even 510. 2021. And then 400 plus, right? A lot of 400 plus, right? See? All the higher 400 plus. So you can see, does it tally with the graph? So Mr. Owner, if you want to sell, when do you want to sell? So this is how I will tell the customer. Okay, can understand Okay, ma? Can I move away?
Yeah, thanks.
The rest can understand. Yeah. Okay, so I go back. Okay, so you all know why you all want to buy HDB, right? Affordable, school of thought, big space, everything, all is here. Just now, whatever you all mentioned. So imagine if you yourself also thinking in this manner, then your customer also think this manner. It's the same old thing. Cheap affordability.
Well, Raymond, there is now a trend that there are people who downsize from private to HDB.
Correct. Nothing wrong. There's a people downside, but you must understand why. You must understand why. Yeah. Let me share. You must understand why people downtrend. They can downtrend because why? They have a lot of options already.
They have made the profit.
They make a lot of profit maybe in the condo side and then they downtrend.
Especially those who are en bloc.
I mean, yeah, there's always a pattern. But I can tell you, I can recently also have a private owner downtrend because they cash out their private and then they go to HDB. That one is later part because it's retirement already. A lot of them are 50 plus. So end day is whatever you do now is to prepare that at the end of this road, you have more options in life. You know what I mean? You can don't downsize, you can downsize. To prepare for your own more comfortable retirement. That's the thing. Okay? Yeah. So these are all the things that people are concerned, why people buy HDB is everything that you guys have been telling. Oh. So HDB is a good property or asset. How I always position myself is I won't, okay, in the past I will tell my customer, HDB cannot one lose money one cannot make money one. Do you guys say in this manner? I will tell them HDB sure cannot make money one. Very hard. Sure lose money. Sure lose money. Compared to private. I don't know whether you all say all this, but I say all this in the past. Really, because why? We kanchong want to swing to new launch. In the past. So I bang my head a lot. So is HDB a good property? I tell them HDB is always good. HDB is always a good property. HDB is good. I'm not saying HDB no good when I tell them about all the pricing thing, but the HDB is good because it's what the space is good, the environment is good, the amenities is good. But the only one thing not so fantastic, don't say no good, not so fantastic, is the value of the HDB. Okay, so Mr. Buyer, I always tell a lot of people is something like this: as a coin, it has always have two sides of a coin. Okay, the value of the HDB is not so fantastic. But can we still take advantage of this value, of this disadvantage? Can we still take advantage of this thing, of the value of HDB? We can still take advantage. We can always come back to HDB when we want to retire, when we don't even bother what is the value going to go up or down. We just need a roof above our head. But importantly is our pocket must have money, enough or more money for retirement. That is where we can leverage on the HDB side. All right. Retire already, you don't bother whether the property, no need to really bother it. Important is your pocket must have money. So that you can be self-sustainable for retirement and you will not burden your children. You will not burden your next generation. I think you do this is the best as a parent. Okay? Can understand what I say? I always say in this manner. Don't tell them straight that HDB no good lousy lose money this that Don't say all this It's a bit negative. Can? Wow, you all go sleep already.
How do you actually convince people that just exceed 55?
Not say they must exceed 55 End day is some people might still continue working at the age of 65. But like I say, end day is I always give you my customer a lot of options in their purchase. You might not have to stay there forever. And Mr. Buyer or Shirley, can I say along the way, like what Jeffrey had mentioned, our thinking will change, our family size change, our needs all change. I might also along the way sell my property away to move to another area, to want the bigger space. But when I sell, I will hope to have more options because when my property make money, can I say I will definitely have more options in my life? Versus when I sell my property is losing money on. Right? Shirley can understand? Yeah.
Like my case scenario is that I'm staying in the EA.
Yeah.
Right. So I already 56.
Yep.
Right. So basically is that how do you convince me to buy the private?
56 most likely a bit tough really. You know why?
Because of the negative sales maybe.
Okay, yeah, because you stay there for a long time, that definitely you know you got a negative sale. You want to sell, you also lose money. Will you feel sian? Correct. Maybe the negative sale 100,000 Don't play. I met one. I got one owner, the Tampines one, stay Tampines Maisonette stay 6 years only negative sale 100,000 Don't play a fool. Renovation 60,000 all gone down the drain Because why? When they buy the property, they only looking at their needs. They never really think far. A lot of consumer, they only buy based on during that moment, what is my needs? What's my loan? How much I can afford? And I just buy. But they never think whether they can exit the market easily in the future or not. That is why
at high price. That's why
definitely.
the break even is not there.
Yeah, that's why definitely I as advisor will always share my customer what are the pros and cons. But end day, the final decision is still yourself. I cannot force you. But at least I do my part to advise you, Miss Shirley.
Mm.
So in this way, how you present it to your customer, do you think do you feel that I'm pushy?
No.
No, right? But you at least you have a bit of self-realization. Right? Once the customer understand, I tell you, they will take action even faster than you ever imagine. Yeah, trust me. Once they understand, especially the youngster now, they are very knowledgeable. If you're able to share with them a lot of things, trust me, they will move. For the older or the elderly one, the more elderly one is because property you lose money and then the installment very high, very hard for them to move unless they are cash rich. Okay. HDB always good lah. HDB always good, but you must always understand in terms of the really up the potential upside is always you will not win the condo. Okay, and that is why we want to buy 1 million, 1.5 million. Crazy. If you today you fully pay a 500,000 HDB, the most is 500,000 lah. But today, if I sold my property to 1.5 million, do I need to be a bit more uncomfortable? Have, right? Because my installment is higher. But end day is when I don't need to even fully pay the property. Let's say I pay until 1 million. I can sell. I can take 1 million. I have more choice in life. Actually, your maisonette, is it fully paid?
EA, yes, but I use my CPF.
Yeah, lor, you fully paid. You fully paid. Then you want to sell, also lose money.
It's not say lose money, the money go back to them, means that slowly, unless I buy another property, they can still use.
Yeah, but by right, your CPF should have the additional money. Correct? If your property is one that can appreciate. Right?
Mine until now still break even after 21 years.
Yeah, but break even, but with the accrued interest, is lose money. You lose the
That's why I don't
CPF.
think about it already.
Yeah, because it's feel very, you're supposed to have more money in the CPF. CPF is for you to retire. So customer, when they ask me, they tell me, never mind, I'll lose CPF money. I'll ask them, hey, Mr. Customer, CPF, is it your money? It's also your money. Do you know why CPF is there in the first place? CPF is created so that to help us to plan for our retirement. So property as well, it can be used as an enhanced retirement plan. Is to force ourselves to save money. What our boss, Mr. Kelvin Fong, is always saying, forcing ourselves to save money. Because you need to make the mortgage every month first. Is to tighten our belt so that we can be better off in future. If your EA already fully paid, there's nothing more already. You have to be very disciplined to save the money. But if you don't even know how to invest, if we didn't even know how to invest, that means our money value becomes smaller and smaller. That is the thing. Yeah, so it'll be very hard. So our own retirement only plan based on what? Our own hard-earned saving. Better work hard, our sales get more. If no more sales, then we get more stress.
That's why I focus on property. Use
Yeah.
other people's property to make money. Use other people's money to make money.
Nothing wrong, no right, no wrong. But at least you can understand, right? So Shirley, you will fully understand what I'm trying to say just now.
Yeah. But the things, because I'm trying to think of how to convince my neighbors. Because basically it's that EA with Sengkang grant so high a price. That's why the EA price is still very stable.
And also now because the market also a bit up.
Yeah.
If the market a bit soften, the price will come down, trust me. Will come down a bit. Maybe not so drastic.
Those units that really come down will be the 5-room and 4-room, but For EA,
Yeah.
it will still be quite comfortable. I can foresee for even the next 10 years or so.
Yeah, even maintain lah, huh? Surely I tell you, I share you. Even maintain, but your accrued interest will continue to roll. No?
Yeah, but then basically I can't take out anymore.
You can't take, but actually you take out, then you lose
I
less.
sell, everything will go into my retirement plan, the retirements.
So end day is for the last, let's say last 10 years, if you have make good use of your CPF to grow your money, will you be better off?
That's why now there's no turning back.
You see the way how I will put across the question. This is how I will share with them. So nothing wrong. But imagine, Shirley, if 10 years ago you have made a decision that can turn the whole scenario around, and that property can help you to make money, will you be better off today? You see, you will go and think on the way I share in this manner, the way I question, you will go and think. Right? It's a bit of soft skill. Soft skill. Okay? Can? Okay, the main concern. Okay, why people, a lot of them don't move is because of fear and stress. Fear and stress. Fear, stress cannot afford. Okay, fear what? You see the 1 million, you scared already. Now my HDB 500,000, you go ask me to buy 1.5 million 3 times. Wow. You scared. You get fear. Okay? So these are the 10 main objections. Am I right? Am I right? Have you guys gonna this kind of objection before? Or am I the only one? Okay, I think you should have lah. Wow, hey, hello, you all don't like that. Keep talking, only Shirley talking, Jimmy talking, Catherine talk a bit, the rest, wow.
Have Ryan. No, Raymond, this is Catherine. Okay, even for myself as an agent, I also have the fear, especially when my husband wanted to upgrade from my HDB to my condo last year. My most fear is actually the third one. HDB already fully paid, and I don't have any more stress. No, but now I take up the loan, which is about 6,000 a month. So that is really, really very stressed. So
very good stress, Catherine. I tell you why.
So I can fully understand how my buyer feel,
Yes, very good.
Yeah, I can fully understand. Yeah.
But importantly is today, can I say this 6,000 every month is 1 year 72,000, correct?
Yes.
10 years, how much?
720,000.
Your HDB fully paid is how much?
My HDB fully paid is only 400 plus.
The most let you sell 400,000.
I sold at 460.
Okay, 460 lah. But if you you don't sell the HDB, you continue to stay there for another 20 years.
I think should be about 350 plus minus. It's very old already, that flat,
Right. So if you continue to stay in this HDB for the next 20 years, can I say you're actually very comfortable?
Very, very comfortable.
Comfortable. That's mean like what I mentioned just now, that's mean you can relax, don't do sales also, never mind.
Even now, I'm also very comfortable if I still continue to stay there. No need to wait 20 years. Now also very comfortable because it's already fully paid.
So there's no stress, ma. But the end road is 20 years later, you sell 400,000, the 4 room. Is it 4 room?
5 room.
5 room 400,000. Then you say, okay, I sell and cash out. The 3 room also 300 over 1,000. How much you can take out? 100 plus. Enough for your retire now.
This is something that I think of when I want to move, It's something, as what you keep saying, is a more financial option at the end of it.
So you see, ending are you a person who is very disciplined? You will put aside money for plan investment, will put your money, make sure you can retire well in future.
Actually, no.
I mean,
Actually, no.
nothing wrong because most of us is also no. Most human is also no because we humans are normally short-sighted. We are not far-sighted.
But Raymond, once after I make this move, I actually regretted not doing it much earlier.
Yeah, because now installment higher, ma.
No. What I mean is, I regretted of not selling away my HDB maybe 10 years ago.
Okay, which is
Yeah, I should have done it earlier.
Okay, why should have done it earlier?
Because of my age now.
Yeah, that's why I tell you your age,
Yeah,
the tenure, the
correct lor.
installment higher.
Yeah, lor.
Which
I should have done it earlier. I regretted. That's why I keep using this to tell my buyer. Yeah.
You know, the
It's-
moment
it's
you say
actually-
regretted is what already? It means the installment higher now.
Yeah, lor.
And you buy even more expensive.
Hmm.
But is it good? You see, 10 years you save 720,000. You every month 6,000. 10 years 720,000. You force yourself to save that. Your HDB the most give you 400,000. Yeah, 20 years. So you put in another, you pay another 10 years in this condo, you save how much? 1.4 over million. So Catherine, I ask you, let's say 20 years you pay fully pay this condo 1.4 million. Or I say you take back also 1.4. Don't talk about capital appreciation. Can I say 20 years later you have a lot of options already?
Yeah, lor. That's something I think that's why I want to move.
You can stay there. If you fully pay, you got enough money for retirement, you can continue to stay there. If you think, yeah, I cannot already, I need money for retirement. I want to sell my 1.4 million property. I want to downgrade to a 5-room, 400,000. How much you have in cash? 1.1 million. Maybe 20 years later, 1.1 million is not a lot, but is it better than 100 over 1,000? So this is how I will share with my customer. Which one do you prefer? 1.1 million or 100 over 1,000?
So Raymond, you're saying that as long as you buy, let's say for example, even 1.5 mil, then even if you lost and you sell at 1.1, it's still considered as saving. That's all. Emphasize on saving.
Not sell as a loss. If you 1.1 means you haven't, if you sell at you take back 1.1 is maybe you haven't, you sell at the price of 1.5. You won't sell at 1.1, but if you take back 1.1 means this property have not fully paid yet. What I'm saying her is because she paid until 1.4 already. Let's say she take back 1.4. Whatever she paid not talking about capital appreciation Put that aside first Put that aside first. It's a forced saving, which is boss always trying to tell us. So Catherine, I can tell you this $6,000 will definitely also push you to do your sales more.
Yeah.
Zone. I can tell you all is linked one. So you see, is to push you out of comfort zone. A lot of people from HDB to private, they are scared. Is because why they need to get out of their comfort zone. There's a fear. But it's not that they cannot afford. It's just that they need to learn to adapt to it. Once they adapt to it, I can tell you it's okay. But of course, main thing is you all need to use the RAM the RAM to do the calculation for the customer Don't overstretch So Catherine, for you, I think it's easy for you to share in this manner to your customer using your own case and to tell them. You see, if you don't sell, you go and check back now the HDB how much you when you sell?
Last year.
Last year.
I saw Cynthia. I sold at 460. 3 months later, my neighbor sold at 500.
No problem.
Last year, yeah.
I tell you, 5 years later, you go and check the HDB. Then I tell you, you will thank yourself and your husband that you make the correct choice.
Actually, it's my husband that pushed me. As an agent, I don't push him, but he is not an agent, but he pushed me. He see this saving plan.
Wow, your husband got foresight, very good.
That's why I say I should have done it 10 years ago.
I know. Yeah.
But I think that one of the main objection that I have is because of sentimental value.
Definitely emotion.
The emotion part that actually hold me for 10 years there. Yeah. Of not doing anything. So now I always share with my buyer that, beyond the sentimental value, there are much other things that we can look into. Yeah.
Yeah, I think end day is you must see a lot of things increase in price. What is the thing don't really increase in price one?
Sentimental
lot of-
value. Increase in price.
Okay, a lot like I mean logistic, transport increase in price, property increase in price, or food, everything increase in price. What is the thing that increase in price in the price the least one? Is it the pay? If your
Pay
employer
never increase.
employee the pay the increment very little ma.
Yeah.
You cannot catch up with the property price, right? Very hard for them to catch up because the increment in property price is way too high, too fast, way too fast. That's why they need to you need to bite the bullet a bit to break through the thing if they want to buy a condo. So really, it's not easy one.
So Raymond, for a customer like myself, you wouldn't actually try to convince me to sell and buy?
End day is because the career span maybe only left 10 years,
Mm,
and the installment is very high.
mm,
So I can tell you most likely the customer also will not move.
mm, mm,
Really, the customer most likely will not move. And plus lose money once some more lucky will move.
mm. It's not
Yeah.
lose money, it's money locked into the retirement.
Lock lah, everything lock lah.
Lock up.
Lock up lah. You cannot do anything unless you take out. Then you take out, you also need to buy another property to stay ma. You also need to use the money.
Mm.
So end day you see, you don't have option. It's quite stuck there. It's quite unless they I don't care, just get out and try to lose less and take out some money. Then downgrade to HDB, no choice one. Downgrade to a smaller one. No choice one.
My case I can't downgrade. Downgrade is useless.
Yeah lah, you see. That's why I say no option lah.
No, for me definitely no option. Anyway, I also force myself to save money, so fair and square lah.
Yeah lah, but make sure your money be able to match the inflation rate.
Mm.
Saving in the bank, you know the interest cannot hedge against inflation one lah. The money will deflate. Correct? The interest how much is 0.1? Very little only what?
I treat it as if I'm still buying. Actual fact, I can use my daughter's name to buy, but I was just thinking, might as well enjoy my cash now.
Yeah,
At
think.
this age, why should I invest in a property when I can enjoy my fund after saving for so many years, right?
Yeah, maybe the money can help you to generate another pot of gold. If you have to study on that lah.
That's the reason why I was curious to know how you can convince me.
Convince you lah. How old is your daughter?
27, 26.
27, 26. She can get high loan or not? Can she get high loan?
I think based on their salary, you're talking about buying a 2-bedroom shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Of course, I have to help out with the deposit.
So can I say in you need to let me see can I say that you only have a short time frame to make the money?
Yeah, because if not, I can't enjoy the fun, right?
Yeah. So end day is okay. You got any
Because I'm
resale
already
property?
56 years old.
Okay. Can anyone give me any resale property name? Buy commercial. Wow, commercial now rental you not very high. Okay, never mind. No, nothing wrong. You can buy commercial if you want. But anybody can give me any resale condo you're interested in. Any name? Let's see. Ubo, anybody? So, nobody got any resale
How about
condo?
new launch? Since only new launch can make money, right?
I want okay lah. Yes, and depends lah where you buy. Okay lah. If you want to talk about new launch, I can share with you some lah.
Yeah, I just want to know how you answer, that's all.
Okay, so if your time frame is a short time frame, right? So I share with you this a bit. So I'll share with you 2 examples, a couple of examples also can. So this Forest Wood, you can see. EOP 2020 December. December. Okay, I show you what the developer are doing. So guys, you see, based using transactions. Okay, a quick one before we go in. This one, 0545, sold in 2017 by developer, new sales 1.354. Okay, this level 4, last year June COVID, near to the TOP is 1.619 sold. Third floor, very near to TOP, 1.756. So Shirley, if you're this owner who bought 1.354, can you sell 1.75? As in that's mean this portion, these few numbers will become a resale market already, right? Because we're going to TOP December 2020.
So actually,
right?
Forest Wood, the price drop.
The price increase what?
Eh? Oh, okay. I see reverse. Okay. Sorry.
Don't see reverse leh, my hang leh. So when you see that the developer from this price stitch the price up to here. So if you are a seller, you want to sell this price. If a buyer want to buy, definitely they also need to pay around this price. Am I right to say that? Am I right to say that, actually? So you use how much to pay for 1.354? 25%. So I ask you, the 25% of 1.354 you put in the bank for about 3 years plus can make this kind of profit or not?
300 can.
Here is about 400. Can or not? Your interest can generate so much or not? Just by putting in the bank. Cannot, right? Very tough, right? You already know, I don't need to tell you cannot, you also you know cannot. This is one, you TOP. So I show you another one which is not TOP one. I show you. Okay, this is Park Colonial. Park Colonial. Haven't complete one. Okay, but all the units fully sold already. So property is very simple, supply and demand. When the developer sell better and better, the price will increase, right? Because the supply become lower, right? Just like Pasir Ris 8, right? You all know, right? One day increase 300 over 1,000. Right? So you see this Park Colonial, let's say a two-bedder, 667 square feet, right? 14th floor, 1.8, sold in 1.8. The price is 890,000. Can you all see? So let's see what is the price now. Let's compare the same size one, 667. Second floor, September last year, COVID. What's the price sold?
So much difference.
So I ask you buy 890, can you sell 1.3, 1.25?
Well, okay.
Okay, not. So 25% of 890 is how much? I know you say too much already, right? This is what we call self-realization.
Oh,
Can?
I get you. So actual fact, I only come out 1/4 only.
Yeah,
To earn the double.
Yeah, of course, along the way you all need to pay the progressive payment, but that one is not a lot, progressive. Correct? You know progressive payment, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
So
when you're young, the progressive is lesser.
Yeah, especially you can leverage on your daughter. You can take a look lah. But just do a bit study lah. Don't anyhow because some property they increase a lot of price already. You no point going already. Okay. So we have about 25 minutes left. So maybe I take 2 or 3 things that you all want me to share how you manage all this concern. Anybody need me to show you how to manage these concerns? Anybody? Nobody. Nobody.
Raymond, can you share on the ABSD part? How you convince your buyer to pay for the ABSD?
You want them to convince, you can't convince them to pay the ABSD.
How you convince your buyer? I mean your seller lah. Like let's say now they don't want to sell the HDB, they want to buy another condo, but how you convince them to pay for the ABSD?
So they want to buy a condo for own stay or what?
For investment maybe?
For investment. So okay, so I'll ask them okay, I'll show them something first. HDB, oh, yeah. I'll show them something first.
So they die want to keep the HDB one.
Yeah.
They don't want to sell one, yeah.
Okay, I try. But my one is most of the time I talk to them itself. So let's say okay, the scenario is they sure don't want to sell the HDB, but they want to buy condo. So now is how to make them buy a condo paying ABSD. Correct?
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
Correct. So NA is you must understand one thing. Government implement the cooling measure, you know why is it so, right? Because they want to make the market more affordable. That's means sustainable. Okay? So today let's say today without this ABSD 2012-2013, without this ABSD starting from here, do you think the market will dip and then just gradually go up, or you think the market will shoot?
Will shoot.
Will shoot when she's higher, right?
Much
higher, right? So NA is without the cooling, without the ABSD, do the developers sell you at a more market rate, or do you think the developer will want to sell you at a much higher price?
Much higher.
Much higher. Maybe the start is 30%, 40%, right? Okay. So let's say the developer sell you 40% without the ABSD, for example. With the ABSD now, they sell you more market price, more sensible price. They cut the profit to 10-15%. So the difference, let's say, is about 15% to 25%. Of course, now you pay the ABSD. Let's say the profit of the developer is 10 to 15%. Or let's say it's 15%. You pay the ABSD is 12%. It's only 27%. Correct? It's only 25%. That means you are being you buy at you pay slightly more from the cost price is 27% with cooling measure. Without cooling measure, developer sell you 40%. Actually, you save 13%. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but also without actually end day is this ABSD. I mean this ABSD of 12% is actually go see which pocket you're going to go in. Either to the developer side or the government side. Because without the cooling measure, the developer will sell you higher. Right? You got no choice. The developer sell you higher, you want to buy, you have to accept, right? That means they want to earn 30-40%, you also got no choice. You still need to pay. But with the cooling measure, they become more sensible, price sensitive. But then the profit of the 12% go to where? Go to the government, not to the developer. So you know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
So let's say this developer 40%. Developer profit.
How you get this 40%? Is it used to be 30 to 40?
Last time it's 40 and 50, or sometimes last time it's 50%. Okay, now it's like maybe even 30 or what at end of the day. Or you want to say 30 also can, up to you.
Okay.
Also end day is the profit, right? The profit is either this one is without ABSD. So with ABSD, the profit is slim, maybe 10 to 15 for the start. Okay, this is with ABSD. So your 12% is just going to the government. This money you cannot run one. Even I say this one is 30%, you also cannot run. This money you sure have to buy on. Still have to pay. It's just that this now is government take 12% from the developer. You know what I mean?
Okay, understand. Thank you, Raymond. This is very good.
Not wrong one.
Okay.
Not wrong. But as well, at the same time, government also try take this 12% from developer and also make them to be more price sensitive. Oh, it's a win-win situation. So you have to tell them like ABSD now is like a fixed deposit. Like a fixed deposit. Because if you want to rent out forever, right? You want to buy for investment, you rent out forever. You know, all this money will come back on. It's just that it take a bit longer time to come back. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, but if people need to rent a place after selling the house, how do you convince them that it's okay to, rent first?
Rent first. Then I'll share a bit
Sell
on
and rent
that's
before
not
getting the house.
I'll share with them the profit law. Let's say you can make 300,000-400,000 for example, if you have a good chance to make a profit like that then you also can cover your rental But that one most likely you go for a 3-bedroom will be more You get bigger size one, the profit will be more But we try not to like guarantee the profit, but I'll tell them there's very good chance for you to make the money. Yeah. Wow, to the buyer pay, Jeffrey asked me, the buyer pay developer or government also money out of pocket? Pay developer still can pay via loan. How do you show overall cost with ABS is cheaper than letting developer raise price? You pay ABSD, Jeffrey, you lump sum, right? No need interest, right? But you let developer sell you at a higher cost, you need to pay a higher interest, right? 对吗？ Right. You buy from developer, let's say you're 40% higher, your price is higher, your interest rate also higher, your interest also higher. If you want to go down to dollar and cents
It's higher, but the buyer can actually leverage on loan. Of course, I'm going to pay the interest, but then if it's a forward, like say like cash payment, right? Then of course it will definitely affect the cash flow as well. No right or wrong.
Definitely not. What you mentioned is nothing wrong. Is right. It's right in a manner. But you also need to know that if with the ABS, without the ABSD, the developer will sell you even higher than what it's supposed to be now.
Yes, but then do we have actually any figures to show to convince? I mean, I definitely understand the logic behind that.
I don't have really a new. Okay, maybe I can. I don't have the really figure but I can show you one project what they do hopefully I can still remember this. Okay. Okay, this project is Affinity. So when they launch, it's 1797, 2018. You see the highest one is 1797. You all can see. Jeffrey can see or not?
Okay.
1007. But now because the sales get better and better, so 2021, 2020, you see the price come back again. Okay?
Okay.
But the past 2018, before the cooling manager, 2018 already sell 1007 plus. So remember the date is 2018.
Okay.
624. You can see the size 624 square feet. Okay. So I share with you the land. I don't know if the land cost still have or not. Let me see. Check for you. There's a few projects they drop price on when they after the cooling manager. So you see the break even is about 1356. Jeffrey.
Got it.
Yeah, 1356. Then you see they sell the 624 is how much just now? 1797. Correct, the highest. So the profit is how much? The PSF difference is about 400. Correct. Slightly more than 400 PSF.
Okay.
All right. But then you see let's see the 624, 689, you see it drop 2019. After the cooling measure, it dropped. You see or not? The price dropped to 1,003.
Okay. Is this generally reflective of most, I cannot say all, but most developments, or only, let's say, a particular kind of segment?
This
Say
is
maybe CR, OCR, or
so,
CR.
no, most of it is because when the profit margin is too high, they cannot sell because other developer is selling more sensitive price.
So which means that if I want to use a figure like this to actually show a customer, I need to prepare. I mean, my homework will be to look through developments and the transaction price to see which one I can better illustrate this trend.
That is if you want to be very analytical for investment one. For own stay, they are more emotional. So this is more for investment.
Okay. Because I see the ABIC, it seems to come across to me as more of an emo issue than cash issue. Some are willing to pay, but become what I don't want to pay.
You must see lah. Must see what is the needs, everything lah. You see like this unit you just now is 1,007 plus, right? But you see this one become 1,438 2,018 after the cooling measure, after the additional add-on cooling measure. The price drop. Developer drop the price.
Okay.
But then when the sales get better and better, like I shared with you just now, share with all of you. Alright, because the price dropped对吗? But did the price come back? I show you Eventually when the sales get better and better, right? You see the developer start to sell back 1,007 plus already. Can see or not?
Okay.
You will still come back one. It's just my sister bought Panorama last time. The developer dropped 100,000. Her profit become more because end day the developer will still stay at the price.
Okay.
Understand? Because you as a developer, it's not possible for you to pump in 500 million then you earn 1 million, man. The ROI don't make sense, what?
Okay, got it. Thanks.
You know what I mean? The risk is very high there as a developer. You cannot be making only 10% as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can show you this example lah. If you want to make for your own reference, this is for you.
Okay, sure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. That's why I say if you all ask me more things, then if I can show you, I can show you. Then we can learn together. Then? Yeah, hopefully I can add value to everyone here. Yeah, so I can show the previous slide of why do people buy HDB again. So can screenshot. Vanally Ong. Are you still there? Sorry, I missed your message. Vanally Ong, are you still there? You want to see this one? Vanally Ong, are you still there? No? You want this one, right? You screenshot. Now you can unmute and talk one. Easier, one type very shack.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Help yourself. Okay. Okay, last one before I go. Anybody want anything? Any question? Currently you're facing one. Anybody got anything? Don't have Don't have, we can end already. Lesser loan. So Gilbert, can you unmute and explain what do you mean? Okay, I'll take the last question. I don't want to hold you all too long. Gilbert, can you unmute and share with me? I don't understand what you're trying to say. Concern lesser loan. Gilbert, are you there? Can you please unmute and share with us what you are trying to say, because I don't understand. ABSC second property get lesser loan. Oh, of course lah. If like that, then cannot. Then why? Then you need to find out why do they still want to hold the property. Maybe I can suggest maybe you can do a review portfolio on their property. Is the property not making money? Is it stagnant already? Is their money working hard for them? or might spoil. You can buy a new one, okay? Yeah. So the end day is you all need to understand what is the okay for Gilbert, your in this scenario is you need to understand this property that they are holding. Why are they holding on to it? Is it because sentimental? Because of sentimental, you can use just now what Catherine have shared now. You see, example is there. Wow, I should have done it earlier. See, end day is if you hold on, the money is not working hard for you. Husband and wife will work hard for money. So you can use the three lane example and the 2 lane example to share with them. Yeah, that's why it's important for me as your advisor to review your portfolio with you, so that you will know whether is it the time for you to cash out and swap another portfolio, or is it better for you to continue holding? If this property is still appreciating, then it's okay. You can continue to hold this property. Okay, so don't do the forced selling. Sometimes I know end day we still need to sell property but sometimes we need to connect with them and understand them first. If you without this connection and trust, I tell you, it's shut down one. It's totally shut down one. They will not even bother. You can say whatever you want for the 2 hours, then they will say, okay, bye, thank you. That's all. Move on. You can just you will not hear from them anymore. Okay. So go in the angle that is more to a sharing first, and let them self-realize. If they self-realize, the chances of them make the move is very, very high. And
Raymond, sorry, Jeffrey again. Just one question. Can I know normally do you present to let's say if it's a couple kind of owner, do you present to both or probably just like one of them?
both is better.
Yes, I understand that. Okay, then in that case, right, how do you find that or how do you handle that after you know very well that your logic has gone across to them, right, that they maybe they may perhaps have some kind of like family consideration, that kind of thing that they don't tell you. Obviously you wouldn't know.
Frustration, what kind of frustration?
No, any kind of consideration, not frustration. It's like you know that they understand your logic. Is like, hey, why it makes sense to sell the HDB, for example. But say maybe they have like other family concerns. So it's not about the logic and whether does it make sense or not, but rather they have other kind of things which they may not have told you that is actually not pushing them forward to actually move.
Yeah, okay. So most likely, okay, from what I always do from my experience of sharing, is because I don't really do selling. So end day, I can tell you, most of them, they will tell me what is the concern. Most of them will tell me. Really, I can tell you, most of them will tell me. They will open up, I mean, because they already know that I'm not here to sell something. So that they can feel that I'm here to want to help them one. But whether can or cannot will depends on their situation as well. That's why I will end up I always tell them end day the final decision is always yourself.
Okay, so that's why you will not go beyond already, right? Because you already convey the so-called the logic and the explanation to them.
Correct. So if you're interested, they will tell you, hey, so what's the next step I can do? What is the next step? Then you know already they are interested, the body language, everything they will know. But they like say, let me consider or anything, you can probe, like, hey, can you share with me what are the things that you are concerned? You can ask a few times, but if they if you feel that they don't want to share with you, then don't keep pushing away, no point. Because maybe during that moment, okay, I can tell you I got example like that one. I ask then they never, okay, not they the husband want to buy. The wife say she want to think about it. After that, when I go down, after the presentation, the wife texts me, say she actually got some credit card issue. She's in some debt, but the husband don't know one. That's why she want to buy, she want to move, she want to sell, she want to move. But she tell me honestly that, Raymond, I really cannot because I got some debt which my husband don't know one. You see, when the customer, the colleague even text me this, you already know the connection is there.
Okay, good. Because I think the technical or so-called the logical or tangible part is a bit easier to handle, because it's like from the loan, the debt whatsoever, right? It's like can restructure, can solve means cannot means cannot already, but it's the more intangible ones which sometimes it's difficult to handle. and they may not necessarily want to share out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Raymond, can
Huh?
check. I got one case. Husband and wife, they own a condo
Who's
in
that?
Patricia. Pat,
Okay.
okay. They own they are staying in a condo, but they also own a HDB 5-room. And the woman is thinking that one day she might want to move back to her HDB when she retire. So, but they can afford to buy another condo if they sell their HDB lah. But now the wife, because the son grew up in that area, so thinking that partly sentimental value, partly they think that, oh, now they're in their 50s. But if one day they want to move back and stay in the HDB and rent out their condo. So they can't really move forward like buy 2 condo because they keep one HDB.
Yeah. So no choice because now they're 50 plus already. I think the HDB they give them a lot of sentimental value.
That's why.
I believe lah. So end day is you can only share with them also. End day is if your this HDB is just for normal rental, capital is not there. If this is okay, then no choice. If you want to make even more, then you depend the HDB is where lah. You know, you can identify that the HDB is like
Choa Chu Kang lah. Choa Chu Kang.
more value one lah.
Value 400 plus only.
Yeah, so you can tell them also. You see, end day is like even if you swap your property right from this HDB to a condo, which can make you another pot of gold, can you buy back this HDB?
Can easily.
Yeah, but that's why end of the day is whether they can overcome the sentimental feeling or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, cannot force because 50 over plus. You can slowly share with them. So end day is important is why is it will it be better for you to have more money? But maybe if they are really okay with it, the money is not a factor to them. Very tough. Very tough. Then because it's more to emotional already.
Okay.
Emotional, the feeling of sentimental 20, 30 years ago feeling cannot buy on. Money cannot buy.
Yeah, true.
I understand. This kind is very tough. Unless they really maybe you can let them really see that the money is for what good purpose in future. Let that money work hard for them. Even harder.
Unless they're willing to pay the ABSD for third property.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. Not say cannot. You can try.
Yeah, because once they sell the HDB, at least it automatically decouple because their condo is not including.
At the end of the day, you need to overcome the sentimental the feel first.
Yeah, true lah.
What the case study I'm not going to do because I mentioned that I changed a bit of the style of sharing of coaching the conducting the sharing the training.
The sharing using the edge crop all this.
I now I try to do okay a bit of the live sharing is how I do to my how I present to my customer. So I think this one might be even better for all of you.
This is definitely better.
To go and engage your customer rather than go through the slide. I think you all will see.
Yeah, but just that all these portals start getting very expensive. Subscribe then.
You can use others lah. No, you can use others if you have your own one. You can go and explore. If not, then you use newspaper article. Or you can use just the square foot to show them the transaction number. Also can. Yeah. Different ways it's how you want to present to it only.
Okay, then good. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So if space too small, how to conquer? Of course, space small. I can tell you, if you give a very big space, the property. Joyce, right? Joyce V, you were there. Yeah, you want to unmute and talk to me or not? Let me hear your beautiful voice lah. The whole 80 people all listen to my voice. They sian already.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Wait. I cannot find you. Where Joyce? 为什么看不到你的
The doggy lah. The doggy.
Doggy
Yeah.
Why you show me doggy?
Yeah.
Okay. So small, of course, you see just now I show you transaction, the small can make money, right?
Yep.
It's all right. So the HDB can make that kind of money. Big
Cannot. But let's say
I'll ask them.
I got 3 adults. 3 children and 2 adults, like 5 person. I squeeze into.
Wow, then I think you need to get bigger. Just make a 3-bedder.
But I cannot.
At least cannot afford. Cannot afford. I cannot help you.
So if I want to convince them to buy it,
No, okay, see, so you must see from what you tell me cannot afford means what?
they only can
What do you mean by cannot afford?
they only can afford a two-bedder with the loan and the down payment. It's just
Two-bedder, there's a bit of risk if they just sell the HDB to buy a two-bedder. To be very honest, because the capital might not be very high.
okay.
So in that case, I will recommend you to buy a resale three-bedder.
Okay, then but the upside not so much, right? Even though.
But I share with you, the main thing is what? Cost saving.
Okay.
The upside not say don't have. The upside not as fast as a new launch. Not say don't have.
Okay.
Resale who say don't make money? Sure will make money. Of course, some maybe you maintain, but the thing is the new launch is always higher ma. Right?
If maintain then eventually I sell, I also lose money because my CPF interest plus all my bank interest, 对吗？
Yeah, so end day is when the resale the market is up, right? The capital also will go up quite significant. So it's just that the you miss out on the developer stage of that portion only.
Okay, thank you.
But end day is the price of the private is still going up one. You know just now I show you the graph. You remember? It's still going up one. Even is down a bit. When the price resale price up, you sell and cash out also can. But importantly is if you buy your 1.5 million, can I say you save up to 1 million is much faster?
Okay, Raymond, I want to ask you one question. Let's say I got this Malay buyer who stay in the second floor. He bought a 5-room last time, okay, about 20 years ago. I think he bought about two slightly.
A bit soft, you can try to speak a bit louder.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I have this buyer, this seller. He stay in a 2-bedroom, 5-room. So he
2-bedroom, 5-room.
5-room HDB. Okay, 20 years ago. Okay. And I believe he bought slightly above 200K. That's what he told me, but he didn't make actual price. But now, if he sells about 400 plus, because it's a second floor, right? So for his age 60 over, he can't move unless you go and stay in the kind of old folks home, like the kind of 100 over K, then cash out right now. So my question is, if you know this as scenario, how do you tell the client that your move is not very good? Because how do you, in a way, tell them nicely, you better stay put? How to tell them? Because sometimes it's
But
very,
they sell, they don't have any money, right?
their house are perfect, all full of pay up.
But they sell, they downgrade, they still have some money coming back.
I don't think a lot, like maybe 100K or maybe 100K or because you see, basing on, let's say he bought say 400, he bought one at, let's say the old folks about 200 plus, so maybe 100 over K back.
Yeah, but the 100 over K, maybe he need the 100 over K for retirement. I don't know. That's why I tell you in future, if you keep and then you sell, you make 100 over 1,000. Not enough for you. Now 100 over 1,000 also not enough for you to retire. Don't say 20 years later.
Yeah, but he only 60 over years old. So he also think he will live so long, okay. But anyway, that is but how do you reject a person says or do you reject him?
I won't say reject, so I will tell him upfront is okay, I'll ask him what is the purpose, why you want to sell first. You need to understand why he wants to sell first. What is the thing? Is he thinking first? What is he thinking first? Maybe he wants to sell because he needs some money.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no,
You need
he
to
just
dig out the what he's thinking first.
Okay, he want to sell also can, don't want to sell also can, the kind of scenario.
Then don't
Because
sell.
he got this pension coming in from government every
So
year.
end day is you can ask him. So Mr. Owner, today if you sell, let me share with you. If you sell, okay, you ask him what will you want to buy first. You don't assume what he want to buy. You ask him what you want to buy after you sell.
Okay.
So let's say he say 5-room, he only want to move to a 3-room. He don't want to go to the old folk one. No, 3-room is how much? Then you show him the calculation. Hey, if you sell and get a 3-room, this is how much you're going to get back. plus whatever renovation, you only left this much. Are you okay? Do you need this money? This less than 100,000. Do you need it now?
Okay, if the answer is no, then
no, then don't sell lah.
Okay, don't sell. Then how you tell the person nicely that don't sell? You know.
Oh, that's why you said you tell him also end day. You Mr. Owner, today you sell, you downgrade this, you only have this little amount of money. I don't know how much lah, because I don't know what he want to move to ma.
Yeah.
So with this little amount of profit, are you okay? So the moment you put, are you okay? You don't need to tell them whether is it a good choice, not bad choice. You just show them the number. Just show them the profit is like that. Then let's say the profit only 50,000, then he himself, I want 50,000, and go do this kind of thing for what? He himself will know already. You don't even need to tell him. This is called self-realization. You know what I mean? So you just show him, okay, you want to sell today, let me go through